The Dreadnoughtus powerhouse is to take on the Titans. The ARK Town Hall opens its doors. The devs introduce a new out-of-memory protection for servers. And gobble gobble, the Super Turkeys return. Hello survivors, I'm GP bringing you the latest ARK news. Wow, I was actually hoping for a quieter community crunch today because the weekends are getting busier for me as we head towards Christmas. But oh no, they packed a ton in this one. It's all very exciting, but let's just cover the elephant in the room first. And no, it's not the Dreadnoughtus, it's the console update. Earlier in the week, they had posted this update informing us that the Xbox certification had failed and was to be resubmitted, and that PlayStation was still targeted for the end of the month. They specifically stated that they hope to launch early next week and hope to share a more precise update by the end of the week, prompting many to assume that would be in this crunch, but there was no new mention of it at all. Now technically we aren't at the end of the week yet because we still got Saturday and Sunday, but if certification doesn't run at weekends, which I don't think it does, I wouldn't have thought there'd be much to say on Sunday that they couldn't in the crunch. And this copy of the message from earlier in the week doesn't confirm whether the certification has actually been resubmitted yet or not. So a pretty disappointing non-update, and with Thanksgiving coming, it's very difficult to see it releasing early next week. The whole console handling of ARK Ascended has been a complete disaster. I'm sure most people will agree with that. I know they said they hope to get a more precise update out, but they could have at least informed everyone whether it was in cert yet or not, because that would at least give people a rough idea of timeframes. And so the wait does go on, but I'll keep you updated as always on the situation. The Dreadnoughtus dossier has finally been revealed. Now this creature isn't coming until extinction, so it's months away, but I love having something to look forward to, just like all the other creature vote winners, along with the ones we haven't had yet for all the other maps. Now I'm not going to read through all of this, you can see it on the screen for yourselves, but it does state that this territorial dino will only aggro towards creatures that are as large as or larger than a Spino. This presumably is based on drag weight, and therefore anything with a drag weight of 550 or higher. I assume that's how it will work, as it's usually defined by the drag weight. It also has an element disrupting bellow, making it sound like it can temporarily disable element powered devices. Now it's sounding like it's the size of a titanosaur. It's got a comparison there in the dossier with a titan itself, so it looks like it is on the scale of the titanosaur. It's going to be massive. And once domesticated, it can swallow boulders and cannonballs and spit them out drenched in stomach acid. That's right, they kept the original submission idea. I absolutely love this. I'm really looking forward to seeing the animation on this particular attack, and definitely will be one for some photo mode shots. Now I'm expecting this creature to be a pretty rare spawn, and so far there's no indication of what the taming method will be. The Town Hall doors are opening in the ARK. That's right, CurseForge is inviting everyone to the first Town Hall meeting on Monday, November the 20th at 8 PM UTC+2. Now CurseForge is a system that provides us the mods in ARK Survival Ascended. They haven't provided details on where this is taking place yet, but they have said that they'll be covering an overview of Overwolf, their future vision for ARK, an overview of their tools, what's coming up next, and a Q&A session. So obviously anyone that's interested in mods may be very interested to hear what's covered during this event, and hopefully I'll be attending it myself. Now probably the biggest surprise to everyone in this community crunch, Turkey Trial is back. Gobble gobble. Yes, that's right. Originally, Winter Wonderland was said to be the first content related event, with Extra Life being the first non-content event. But they've announced here that they are bringing Turkey Trial out as a test run for the CurseForge mod delivery system on a wide scale for the official network. Of course, unofficials and single player are included in this, but this will be the first time the mod system will be used for official servers. As the event will be coming through the CurseForge mod system, it means those playing on single player or private servers should be able to keep the event running after the official event has ended and run the event at any time all year round, and I believe this is the plan for all the content related events to come. So it looks like we may actually be seeing the Dodo Rex much sooner than expected. I can't wait to see it. The event is expected to launch Tuesday, November 28th. They've also said there will be some new turkey trial goodies as well, and hopefully this means we'll be able to get some chibis, as right now you can only get them by defeating the Overseer. Now, you may have noticed in one of the recent patches they introduced an out of memory protection for servers, whereby in the event of a server reaching an excessive amount of memory, the server will be forced to save the world and then restart instead of the server crashing and rolling back. Now, a number of people have pointed out that a sudden restart of the server is technically the same as a crash, which is a valid point, but it eliminates the rollback issue. When I tweeted out these patch notes, Jack responded providing a bit more information on this. He said, for what it's worth, we haven't had crazy memory since our patch a few days ago, which enabled the more aggressive garbage collection. We're fixing our incremental one to catch garbage, as that's preferred to using this. This is just in the event of extreme cases. Also worth noting is that in an out of memory crash, even if one server experienced it, it would take out the entire box. So more servers would be impacted even if they didn't have the issue, causing 3 to 5 servers to get crashed and experience a rollback. Now obviously that's referring to what would happen before any of these fixes were implemented. He continued by saying, so we definitely think this approach will lead to a much better experience for players. In about 8 hours since our last deployment, we've had under 10 crashes across our entire network, but hoping to get most of those solved today. Some require further investigation. So they are still doing a lot of work on resolving the crashing and the rollback issues and general performance of the game, so hopefully there's lots more to come. So yes, an information packed community crunch, much more than I was expecting. Very disappointing on the console front, but they are working hard to bring it out and hopefully we'll get news this coming week. That's all survivors, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with all the latest ARK news.